Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio, you and me. And it's good to be sitting here, for Christ's sake. I'll tell you that. Appreciate you doing business with us. And in this hour of the program, I want to talk with you about one of the many things that you hide from the person you supposedly love. Now, as I've said on this program many times, when you get married or when you have a serious relationship, generally you have what I call a larger emotional investment than you have with somebody you're just banging. And so what ends up happening is you stop telling the other person all the things that are going on in your life. You start hoarding information, hiding information. Suddenly, you don't want to tell the person you're with who you talk to or what you do every minute of the day. You don't want to tell them they look fat. You want to tell them you think they're looking a little paunchy lately. You don't want to hurt their feelings, and you don't want to fight. And so you start to hedge on stuff. There's stuff you just don't tell. And I know that has got to be, if you think about it, contradictory to what we say we want to have in a marriage. We always say we are with our best friend. Don't you love it when people say that? He's my best friend. But in many cases, as I've always said on this program, yeah, he's your best friend, but then you've got an even better friend. The person who really knows the truth. The person who knows everything you think about the other person that you can't tell them. I mean, if it's your best friend, you can tell them anything, right? Unfortunately, many times when we are together with somebody, we find that we can't tell everything because we're trying to keep peace, because we take the path of least resistance, because we don't want crying or drama, and so we edit ourselves, don't we? We edit ourselves. That's what we do. One of these areas is on the Internet. And we've talked about the Internet on our show many times before. But there are people, and we know because they've called us over the years, there are people who, they've got the husband or the wife or the kids. They've got, your basic middle American lifestyle, who sit down at the old computer, sometimes at the office when they're killing time, sometimes at home when they can get some time alone. They sit there and they engage in email exchanges or chats, chat rooms, instant messages, whatever, with people that the other person just doesn't know about. It could be for simple reasons, like you engage in stupid conversations about nothing, it's not important at one end. And at the other end, well, the person could be opposite sex. Person could be an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever. Could be somebody that you were in the wrong chat room. You know that one I love to talk about, married but looking, married but cheating, married but, you know the ones I'm talking about. You met somebody in there, and you've got this virtual relationship going on. It's a virtual relationship. But by all accounts, people who do this actually have times of the day. They, plan on meeting the other person online, like you're meeting them in a place. You're not. They're in one place, you're in another place, but you both log on to the Internet at the same time, and you boot up your messaging software, and there's the other person. It's your little oasis. It's your little break in the day that the person you're with doesn't know about. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about somebody with whom you've acted upon any feelings or any intimate chats. I'm just saying that you have somebody in your life that you chat with online or you exchange email with that you couldn't tell him. You couldn't tell her. They just get pissed off. So you don't deal with it. You just don't deal with it. Now, you could be sitting right now chatting with somebody while I'm having this conversation with you on the air. I'd be willing to bet that sometimes you're sitting there at the office and you're chatting away with your secret friend or friends, and the phone rings and there you are. Hi, honey, how are you? And you're sitting there. Yeah, honey, Yeah, no, just doing a little work over here, And you're chatting what you're doing. So, I'm curious, is that you?
Tom. 1-800-5800.
Oh, man, it is good to hear your voice.
Yes, I know.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Brought to you in part by YJ Stinger Extreme Energy Drink. Made by the manufacturers of Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. All right, it's part of that secret life I always talk about, you know. We lie and we say the person we're with is our best friend. But we're doing stuff the other person doesn't know about, and one of them is the friends we make on the Internet, right? 1-800-5800-866. It's Eddie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Eddie.
What's up, man? I got
nothing but the ratings, pal. Yeah.
I got a great one for you. Okay, where I work, it's like in an office-type setting, and I have to order, like, you know, parts, and the department gets the email and what have you. Well, the person that takes the email, she'll leave a message saying, you know, hey, how's it going? I got your parts, whatever. So it started off like that about 2 months ago. Now, it's kind of gotten to the point now where we're leaving messages, hey, how you doing today? How's it going? So it's got to that point, and now, up until about 2 weeks ago, it's gotten a little bit even further than that.
So is your plan to have it go even further?
Well, you know, I'm kind of feeling it out right now. The embarrassing thing is that sometimes when we're talking, my wife will call me, you know, and I'm going at it, so I have to stop, answer the phone, you know, talk with the wife for a little while, kind of, you know, get that over with, and then I go right back. What do you think?
You got to get that over with. Got to get that talk with the wife over with.
Hey, Tom, you know what, man? You're the man. Support your local longshoreman and...
All right. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Nancy on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I met my husband on the Internet, and I was married at the time, and in a chat room, and I moved out to California to marry him. I got divorced in a 17-year marriage, unhappily married, and I got him married. I moved out to California and married him within 2 months. We didn't even know each other but 2 months, and we've been married 5.5 years now.
2 months.
Yep.
What is it about that chatting that is so intense for some people? What is it?
I don't know. You get to know the person really, really well because what you're normally thinking, you might see someone in person, think something, but never say it. But if you on the Internet, you have to say what you think or they never know what you're thinking. You know what I mean?
But they can make stuff up. You can say anything. You can be anybody.
Yeah, but, you know, we were exactly who we said we were. So he knew I was married when he met me. And I was very unhappily married. And my ex-husband found out. And he told me to come out here and see my husband, my now husband, and it worked out, and I went back, got divorced within 10 days, and moved out here.
You can't get divorced within 10 days.
Well, he lied to the attorney and told him we were, like, already separated 6 months. I guess he wanted a divorce also.
Well, I imagine he would. Now, why were you so unhappily married, if I may ask?
Because he was a total jerk.
So that was great when you were dating him.
Well, he was okay when we first got married, but then he got really bad, like a total jerk. So, you know, I was done with him, and he said he didn't think I'd ever leave him. When I finally did, I don't think he was really shocked when I finally did leave him. But I was done with him.
How long were you with him?
We were married 17 years. We were together probably...
Why did you stay so long if it was so bad?
I don't know.
This is what I don't understand. Why do people do this? If it's that bad, why do you stay?
I thought it would get better. And it never did. And so my husband I'm with now, he's younger. He's like 9 years younger. We get along great. And like I said, we got married. We didn't even know each other, really. 2 months.
See, from my point of view, the way it is in the beginning is the best it's ever going to be.
You're right. You're totally right.
It doesn't get better. If it isn't good in the beginning, it isn't getting better.
You're right.
And you found that out the hard way, but I'm just saying this for all the other people out there. That if it isn't good in the beginning, don't wait around.
Yep, you're right. But it was good in the beginning with my husband now, and it's just as good now, 5.5 years later.
And you know him for 2 months on the internet.
Yep, and I met you in person. I met you at downtown. I think you met my husband also. We were at the, I guess it was 2 years ago on February 14th. It was downtown in Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah, and you signed my boobs.
Oh.
Gosh, what was it? What was the name of the place you were at 2 years ago?
I don't know. I'm at places every day.
Well, it was 2 years ago, Valentine's Day, and you signed back on that.
I don't know where I was. I have no idea.
So anyway, I'm like I said, I did meet my husband on the internet, and you know it's worked out great for us, but it doesn't work out great for everybody. So I think I was just lucky.
Lucky. All right, Nancy.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you for that. 1-800-5800-TOM is it? Where was I 2 years ago, July 8th? I don't know. This is Mark on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Dad.
How you doing, son?
I'm doing real good today. Yeah, you know, we met the other day at 7 a.m.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't you remember that call?
Right. Yes, you were leaving my bedroom.
Sorry, don't swing that way. Anyway.
I do, right?
Yeah, I could tell. You know, hey, you do a good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Met a lady over the internet in a chat room a year ago and hooked up for one night. And every once in a while, you know, I'm online and she pops in and buzzes me up. You know, never done anything. Was in a relationship. And my girlfriend had no clue, you know, and it was going south. That's why I was on the internet, you know, kind of looking around at prospects and see what might be out there, what I might be missing, and...
Let me ask you a question. This also doesn't make sense to me. If you're not happy, why do you have to find another situation to get into? Why can't you just leave this one?
You mean to not be happy in the next one?
Well, yeah, which probably is what's going to happen if you just jump from one to the next.
You know, it took me a while to figure that one out. This was a while ago. I was acting on my stupid thinking, you know. And,
okay.
Figuring, yeah, I'm not happy where I'm at. I'll just go someplace else to not be happy. You know, wasn't thinking with that head.
Yeah.
You know? And,
but again, this whole idea that you can't get laid unless you're in a relationship.
Well,
so you're in a bad relationship, so you start getting on the internet looking for your next relationship.
To not get laid. It kind of turned out that we ended up. The girl that I was in a relationship did move out. You know, never found out about it. We still date now and again. Still doesn't have any clue that I've been out there looking around and stuff. She thinks we're monogamous, just not living together. And I was on the internet the other night, and this girl popped up that I hooked up with, you know, a year ago. And we're chatting, and she's like, oh, yeah, I can come over tonight. I'm like, nah, you know, that's not a good idea. It didn't work out, you know, for whatever reason. She goes, oh, but I love you.
Oh, boy. There you go, another relationship for you. Why'd you jump in with both feet?
I was like, what are you talking about? I mean, okay, I know I made a good impression, but No, I got one crazy broad I'm with right now. I don't need another one. But I guess it serves me right, huh?
I just don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Well, that's all right. That's all right, Dad. You know, you've enlightened me quite a bit over the years, and I sure appreciate it. My boys and I listen to you all the time, you know, and I tell them, guys, listen to this guy. He's telling what I can't tell you. This guy's telling you. You know.
I got 2 words for you.
All right.
Live alone.
Well, it seems to me the best way to go. I appreciate it, Dad. You have yourself a good holiday there.
Well, thank you. You too. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's that little secret world you've got going on. You know the one. The things that you do that you can't tell the other person you're with. In this case, we're talking about one specific thing, and that is there you are online chatting with somebody. The other person doesn't know. Your best friend, that best friend of yours, the husband or the wife or the boyfriend or girlfriend, they don't know. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Leslie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I want your opinion because I want to know maybe if I've been too hard on my ex-fiancé. Because I caught him on the internet and on the telephone with some girls. He said he never met up with them. And I broke up because I figured he's really cheating on me emotionally. And then I lost my son to leukemia. And it was a really tough time, and he knew my son, so he helped me through the funeral, and we got back together. And the deal was he couldn't do the phone calls or keep his email address. And then I found out 2 months ago he still had the email address with all of the girls' names, and I broke up with him, but I miss him, and I'm wondering if I was too hard.
Well,
what do you think?
What was he doing with those emails? What was he doing?
I don't know. He's in a rock band, and I think he'd meet the girls at the shows, and it would flatter his ego, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But can I tell you something? Musicians are dogs. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Guys become musicians. They'll never admit this to themselves, but they become musicians to get laid.
So you think I did the right thing?
Personally, I got friends who are musicians, but I got to tell you, a serious relationship with one, I don't know.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Seattle at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We're talking about those secret things that you do that you can't tell the person you're with. One in particular. You have this secret life on the Internet. You come home, you chat, you're at work, you're chatting all day, you're logged on to Instant Messenger or one of these programs for, 8-9 hours while you're at the office. And you just got this little parallel life going on. The person you're with, your best friend, doesn't even know. Scott on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Papa? How you doing?
Not much, son.
So I was just turned on your show, and I heard you talking about the internet romance thing, and I've got a little success story for you.
A success story, yes.
Yeah. My wife moved out on Valentine's Day, and the same week I went on the internet and joined Match.com, put a profile up there, went through some girls that weren't all that great, met a great one, and 3 months from now I'm quitting my $6-figure-a-year job and moving to Spain with her.
Why?
Because I want to pursue my dream of music, and she's moving there to teach English, and I'm not going to lose her. So there's more to the internet.
And how are you going to pursue a music career in Spain?
I'm not going to pursue the career there. I'm going to write and learn how to play guitar better and write a bunch of songs and come back here and start doing albums. But I would have never have done that if I hadn't gone on Match.com and met her.
But is she going to stay in Spain after you leave?
No, she'll be there for about 6 months, 8 months. I'm going to be there the whole time. And we'll come back here and probably end up getting married. We'll see. But maybe not.
So,
what you say a little bit.
Now these dating websites, correct me if I'm wrong, because we've looked at them and talked about them on the air many times. If you're married, do you have to go on there and lie? Because they don't give you that as an option. They don't want to appear to be encouraging you to be married and get on there. So what do you do? How do you list yourself? Single?
I listed, well, actually, when I first put my profile up, I was still married. You know, she had moved out, but I was totally married. And they had these options like single, in committed relationships but never married, or committed relationships but currently unattached, and then you have divorce. I just said, you know, I'm unattached. I don't want to be the divorce guy out there. So it worked out great, and I had to lie, and it was terrible, and a couple found out, and they got pissed off, but, you know, it worked out. So you can totally lie on those sites, though, Tom. You can get away with it.
Well, I'm sure most people do.
Yeah, really. You know, put up pictures of Tom Cruise or something and say it yourself. People buy it.
Exactly.
So, it's great stuff. Take me out, Kobe
thank
style.
you. Kobe style. Here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
Again, another person who got on the internet and, 60 days and boom, he's moving to Spain and getting married. I don't get it. I don't understand this. It's something you would normally not do if you met somebody in person. People do these crazy things because they're online. And there is something unbelievably powerful about chatting with people online, getting to know them online. I don't understand why that is so powerful. I don't understand. We talked to a woman earlier this week who was married to some guy in Michigan and started chatting online with some guy and ultimately moved to California, divorced her husband, married this guy, and now she's upset because he's a jerk. But had you spent any time getting to know him before you married him, maybe you wouldn't have married him. It makes no sense. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Roman on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you doing?
Okay.
Hey, Tom, I'm calling you because I am really in deep sadness right now because I was married for 22 years with the same woman, and I am French. She's French, too. And when I knew her, she was only 17, and I was her only one man. And believe it or not, after 22 happy marriage, I think I was the most happiest man on the world. She found somebody like 6-7 months ago on the internet, and she was with him 24/7 every freaking day because my daughter told me that after I have a daughter and son with her. And this guy was from New Zealand, and she basically one day, actually the best day of my life, it was 20th anniversary on our marriage. She left, and she left me with the kids. She left me with my house. She left everything, and she just met this George there, and she spent 3 weeks with him on the beautiful island.
Unbelievable. Another one.
And since that day, actually, it's been like 5 months ago, she left the house. She's just going out of the house like every 3 weeks, in and out. And believe it or not, today, that's my first day when I'm going out myself with my friends to Lake Havasu and having fun because I cannot hold on anymore.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And were you shocked?
When she does that, yeah, I was. The first day, actually, I was like every day to suicide myself, almost like every freaking hours. And later, let's say day by day, I had the friends to support me, so it's kind of, pass a little bit over. But today, I think I'm feeling really good, and I want to tell everybody who is married, if it's one day, if it's 10 days, if it's 20 years, it's going to happen. It's going to one day happen because the women, they have hormones, and they cannot control those hormones. And you, like a man, you cannot control either. So one day, when you have those hormones coming up, it's too late to manage the woman after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you plan to have another serious relationship after getting screwed over in this one?
Actually, no. No, right now I want to be myself because I need somebody next to me, but I don't need somebody who's going to screw my life again. So I think I'm going to stay myself for I don't know how long. But believe it or not, I'm missing my family. I have a sister. She's only 24 years old, and I think I'm going to spend the most time with her and her friends because I cannot spend any more my wife doing what she's doing to me.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Roman, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Let's say hello to Donnie on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Doing okay, Donnie.
That's good. I've been listening to your show for about 2 months, and I've changed my thinking a little bit, and I think I have an idea why people get so fascinated on the internet.
Why?
Well, you talk to somebody face to face, you can say something and mean it. There's 3 or 4 different ways you can mean it. You know, it could be happy, sad, mad, whatever. Well, when you're reading text, you want to feed your ego, so you're going to read it how you want to hear it. You're going to feed that ego, and it makes you like that person that much better when they could have meant it some other way.
I mean, I must tell you, I played around with this chat software. I got better things to do than chat online. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
I really do. I got a life. I got a great career. I got places to go and real people to see. I don't need to meet people in virtual cyberspace. I got real people to talk to. But I played with it, and, many times there'd be as many as 12 boxes on the screen at one time, and I started cutting and pasting the same stuff I was saying to everybody.
Yep.
And, so the person on the other end thinks you're talking to them. You might not even be paying any attention at all, and they have no way of knowing if you are or you aren't.
Nope. You always have that, my internet's slow, when you don't answer for 20 minutes. You got, there's too many excuses. You can't see facial expressions. Hell, sometimes you don't even know if it's really a guy or a girl.
I used to do that, as a matter of fact. I used to log on and claim to be a 13-year-old girl with double D breasts who didn't know how to use a computer. And I wondered if anybody might want to help me. And back when I did this, my AOL would lock up. There'd be so many instant messages at one time.
Yeah, everybody wanted to help.
Oh, and I got to tell you, boys, there were 50-year-old men offering me plane tickets.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. People offering to meet me at hotel rooms.
That's scary.
I could have been the FBI for all they knew. I couldn't believe what guys... I mean, isn't anybody paying any attention? In the Kobe Bryant trial right now, both sides were debating about the text messages that were sent after the alleged rape took place.
And they're all trying to decide the meaning, or?
The phone company has kept all of those messages stored somewhere. How can you be so stupid? Here I am saying I'm 13 with big breasts. And these guys don't even worry. How do you know I'm not the FBI? How do you know I'm not the police department? What are you, nuts? What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
And it's not like you were having a phone conversation. You were whispering to somebody. You're typing that stuff in. It's in writing. It's got your screen name attached to it.
Yep, and they trace more than we know, so.
Of course they do. How stupid can people be?
Yeah. I agree, but anyway, I wanted to give you that and see if you could expand on it, that you did, and wanted to know if you could take me out old school.
All right, Donnie, here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Say hi here to Robert on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Dad, how are you?
All right, son.
Life couldn't be any better. I got to tell you. I was married for 9 years. First of all, if I would have known you 9 years ago, I wouldn't have gotten married. I got married way too young at 25, and I didn't really know the girl, and I kind of got stuck in a marriage, and I couldn't get out. And bitching, complaining, her ass got too big. It was a nightmare. She remembered everything I did and would throw it back in my face every single time. And sex was horrible. And after listening to you for a couple of years, first of all, I'm a bastard until I met you. Until I met you, I never had a father. And I've never known my father, and Tom Leykis is my father. And I'm proud to say that.
Now you're a complete bastard.
Now, yeah. Hey, I know where my sperm came from. Hey, I got to tell you right now, Tom. I've been divorced for 2 years. you know, I'm a good-looking guy. I got a great life, and I have no problem meeting women. But I found a way to meet women online where I could get them to my house and have sex with them within an hour, and it works every time.
What is that?
I put an ad on Craigslist, which is instant email, saying that I have a 3-bedroom house with an extra bedroom, and I want to have a woman come live with me, keep my house clean, go to the grocery store, and keep me satisfied. And I would ask for their photograph and a little bit about themselves, and I'd have 10 women email me every single day. And out of those 10 women, I would get one that was pretty good looking and have her come over and give her an interview and have sex with every one of them.
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, I stopped at 9.
Hang on a second here, Robert. Sherry, what did you want to say to Robert?
This guy's full of crap. What a big liar. And for him to say that you're his father, like, as if he was a bastard, now he's not, ridiculous.
He knows who his father is.
Dad, I love you.
Son, I love you too.
And you know what? I'm not full of it. It's simple. Put an ad on Craigslist and see what happens. It's very
And you're
simple.
saying that within an hour, a girl will come to your house and sleep with you. After she's done looking at you.
Pardon me?
After she's done looking at you, coming to the door, you're saying that she has sex with you within an hour.
No, they're out of the house. They're out of my house within an hour.
You're full of crap.
Perfect. I'm sorry.
Absolute full crap. Maybe one desperate loser would do that.
How wide are you? How wide are you?
How white or wide?
Wide. How wide are your hips? They got to be huge.
You wouldn't believe me even if I said how big I was.
Believe me,
because you're gonna say I'm 200 pounds, I'm ugly, fat, and old, and that's
you're
not the
probably
case.
not 200 pounds. You sound like you're about 26 years old, and you're probably about 140, and you're 5 foot tall.
No, actually, well, you're not gonna believe whatever I say anyway. But I'm 30, and I'm 5'4", and I'm 105. So what does that mean? I could be a dog still. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I could be a complete dog, or I could be fine as hell. But the bottom line is, you're gonna call Tom and be like, yeah, you know, in an hour, a girl screwing me. What a loser. Yeah, right.
Try it. Anybody wants to try it, handle it. I have emails to prove it. I will forward my emails to Tom. No problem. But this is why I said my life couldn't be any better, because I met a beautiful, attractive, smart, witty woman on Craigslist.
With big hips, right?
What's that?
With big hips.
No, she's a working actress and she's beautiful.
Okay, so
and you know what? She's everything.
It's tall, beautiful, blah blah blah.
Yeah, she's taller than me. By listening to Tom, implying what he told me, by not being a nice guy, by being a jerk.
Tom, do you believe what this guy is saying?
We hear stories like this all the time. And you want to know something? I think most of them are true, for God's sake.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Yeah, I don't believe that chivalry's dead. I just think it's wounded. I'll open a door for a woman, but by the same token, I'm expecting something in return.
Yeah, see, I open a door for a woman if I think she's about to unzip my fly.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Seattle, the Tom Leykis Show. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Call our comment line. The number is 310-842-9592, 24 hours a day at 310-842-9592.
The Tom Leykis Show.